Ever since it happened, I have been flooded with the messages from the northeast about one of the most unfortunate and deeply disturbing events in Nagaland that has once again left the nation in shock. So here's a complete picture and the how, why, when and what of the story. It all happened on Saturday, 4th of December, which will be marked as a dark day in the state history because on this day an incident has left 14 villages and a soldier dead at the Indo-Myanmar border district in Nagaland. This is because a counter-insurgency operation that was planned on Saturday went completely wrong as the Assam Rifles Jawans mistook them as militants and opened fire on them. One more villager died when the mob attacked the Assam Rifles camp. Soon after the incident, thus taking the total number of the dead in the last 3 days to 15, which includes 1 soldier and 14 civilians. The firing incident took place between Oting and Tiru villages in Nagaland's Mon district on Saturday evening, according to the Superintendent of Police, Imna Lensa. According to an official, a group of daily wage laborers, mostly miners from Oting village, were returning home from a coal mine in a pickup van when they were allegedly shot by the security forces. Local sources said that when the villagers did not return for several hours, the volunteers from the village went searching for them. But to their great horror, instead of the villagers, they found their dead bodies in the van. What followed was a massive rage among the villagers who had gone looking for their friends and family members. Upon seeing them dead, they reportedly launched a major protest. And it was bloodbath all over again. As soon, the angry locals, as many as 500 according to some reports, surrounded the security forces. The police sources said that 5 more villagers were killed and 6 were badly injured as the security forces opened fire once again at the mob in what they called self-defense. One of the soldiers also died in the pandemonium and 3 vehicles of the security forces were set on fire. This happened in the camp of the paramilitary Assam Rifles in district headquarters Mon in Nagaland. Following this, the Assam Rifles released a statement saying it deeply regrets the loss of lives of our Naga brothers. In a statement, the army said, based on credible intelligence of likely movement of insurgents, a specific operation was planned to be conducted in the area of Tiru, Mon district in Nagaland. The incident and its aftermath are deeply regretted. It further added that the cause of the unfortunate loss of lives is being investigated at the highest level and the appropriate action will be taken as per the law. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio, who was in Delhi, is now back in the state and is expected to visit Mon tomorrow and meet the locals. He has already announced that a special investigation team will investigate the matter. Meanwhile, mobile internet and bulk SMS services have been blocked in the Mon district to stop the circulation of rumors, and a curfew has also been clamped in the area. Section 144 of the CRPC was imposed in the district to prevent gatherings and restricting the movement of vehicles, barring those carrying essential items from Sunday. But why did all of this happen in the first place? Was it really a case of mistaken identity or a botched up operation? And how did it go so horribly wrong? As per the reports, a counter-insurgency operation was being conducted by an elite unit of the army's paramilitary forces in Nagaland. But some media reports quoted unnamed sources saying that the classified operation was being conducted without the knowledge of the local police or Assam Rifles, the paramilitary force which has a key role in handling insurgency in this area. The Mon area where the incident took place is the bastion of Naga group NSCNK and Assam's ULFA or the United Liberation Front of Assam, and the district which shares an international border with Myanmar as well as the state border with Assam. The area has always been known to be sensitive and volatile. Union Home Minister Amit Shah tweeted soon after the incident, anguished over an unfortunate incident in Nagaland's Oting Mon. I express my deepest condolences to the families of those who have lost their lives. A high-level SIT constituted by the state government will thoroughly probe this incident to ensure justice to the bereaved families. He said such unfortunate incidents are being investigated by the army at the highest level. Moments after he finished his statement in the Rajya Sabha, the deputy chairman adjourned the house for the day as opposition members kept up protest over the suspension of 12 MPs also. The opposition had earlier demanded statements from Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the killing of a group of labourers mistaken for terrorists. Nagaland is ruled by a joint coalition of Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party and the BJP. The MPs also demanded to know how intelligence agencies could have provided misleading inputs. To this, Amit Shah said, in self-defense and to disperse the crowd, forces had to open fire in which 7 civilians were killed. The army had laid an ambush on the basis of faulty tips about the likely movement of insurgents. But who were these militants that the army was targeting? According to some reports, the troops which attacked the truck carrying villagers on Saturday were hunting for guerrillas of another NSCN faction that opposes negotiations with the center and carries out attacks from its bases in Myanmar's Sagaing region. Police officials claim that the situation is now under control and the police are conducting spot verification. The incident has once again put the focus back on the controversial AFSPA, or the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, and many Northeast chief ministers and Lok Sabha MPs have collectively called for the removal of this. The 63-year-old act gives special powers to the armed forces to open fire after giving due warning, arrest people and search premises without a warrant, among other things. Friends, this is a developing story and more updates are expected in the coming days. But for now, what are your thoughts on this disturbing development from the Northeast? Let me know in the comments. You can connect with me on Instagram and on Facebook. It's @Reviewron. Like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you've already subscribed. But even if you don't do any of these things, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.